Alright, I came as fast as I could. I think I ran an old lady on my way over here, but that's not important. Let's talk about Pokemon. I feel tempted to get all hyperbolic and say that we're finally getting Pokemon for the Switch, but that impatience seems a little unwarranted when you think about it. It took us 7 years from the launch of the Game Boy to get Pokemon Red and Blue, 2 years from the launch of the Game Boy Color to get Soul and Silver, 2 years from the launch of the Game Boy Advance to get Ruby and Sapphire, 3 years from the launch of the DS to get Diamond and Pearl, and 2 years from the launch of the 3DS to get X and Y. Considering the Switch will be less than 2 years old when this thing comes out, this is actually the fastest we got a Pokemon game on a Nintendo console. Anyway, let's get to the news. The Pokemon Company tweeted this announcement late last night. Attention trainers, a Pokemon press conference is about to begin in Tokyo, Japan. You'll want to turn your notifications on for this. Follow along today for exciting Pokemon news. So right then and there, gamers all over went absolutely wild. The announcement broke the internet, as I understand young people say. Things got off to a rocky start though when a gaming journalist who was reporting from the conference but didn't speak fluent Japanese, and no, I also don't know how that works, tweeted this picture of the event with Niantic Inc. at the bottom of the screen. Niantic is the company in charge of Pokemon Go, and that being the only recognizable name on the image triggered despair in some who assumed this would be some lukewarm Pokemon Go centric only event. Thankfully, other people set the record straight quick, and the hype train was back to full steam in no time. The conference was kind of Apple-like, right down to starting things off with a needless recap of the success of their own products, but things got rolling soon after. So 3 new Pokemon games were announced for the Switch last night, which I don't think anybody was expecting. First we got Pokemon Quest, which is not really like Pokemon at all. You battle and capture these stylized Pokemon in a game that's half MOBA, half Minecraft. It's free on the Switch right now and will also be available on smartphones soon. People were really cynical about Pokemon Quest before they even tried it, but when you keep in mind that we weren't even expecting to get a Pokemon game that soon, like the same night of the events, let alone a free game, the blowback seems kinda silly. I downloaded it on my Switch, though I didn't have the chance to try it out yet. Then, they announced Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, which are essentially Pokemon Yellow remakes. Look, it's no secret that I'm a bit of a Gen 1er, so I started freaking out when I saw the trailer. Yes, baby! We're back in Kanto! The original 151! It's Professor Oak, and you play with only one Joy-Con? Okay, that's different. But whatever! It's Pokemon! On the Switch, on the big screen TV! And you can... Wait, what? That's how you're supposed to catch Pokemon? You're taking the one thing I dislike the most about Pokemon Go, namely, that it's not really Pokemon gameplay and more like a little parlor trick, and you injected it right into a proper Pokemon title? Let me get this straight. You took away random wild Pokemon battles and replaced it with this. For real? Look, I admit I was a little turned off by this, but then it occurred to me that this is actually a brilliant way to combine the popularity of Pokemon Go with the appeal of a more traditional Pokemon title. There are a lot of Pokemon Go players still, and I imagine this will make a bunch of them rush to get Switches when the game comes out in November. And in case you're not a fan of the gimmick, that's fine, because they're also releasing a regular Pokemon title next year anyway. So between Pokemon Go, Quest, Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, and next year's game, there will be something for everyone. So if new things scare you or whatever and you just want a straight up core Pokemon experience, just wait a little bit longer. And look, let's be completely honest here for a second, okay? Random battles do become a grindy chore after a while. Hell, at one point you gain the ability to buy items that literally prevent them from happening. So I'm wondering, how much am I really going to miss them anyway? They also show this Pokeball accessory, which not only you can use to play Pokemon Let's Go, but it also works as the Pokewalker in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, meaning you can transfer your Pokemon to it to walk around with and gain experience and even play around with like a Tamagotchi or something. It's really clever, though I expect a few broken TVs like we usually get when Nintendo gets the bright idea to get people to pretend throw things at them. And yes, I did see there's a wrist strap, but there's one with the Wiimote too, and yet...
All I do is throw that ball up in the air, and when I... Oh, jeez.
One thing I also found really exciting is that for the first time you can play Pokemon with a buddy, sharing controllers on the same screen. And from the looks of the trailer, it looks like it's going to be a pretty seamless, easy to drop in experience. Somebody just pulls up one of your Joy-Cons, shakes it, and they're right there walking around battling Pokemon with you. That is awesome. That right there shook away all of my cynicism, all of my negativity about this new title. When I saw that, I'm like, I'm in. Anyway, Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee will come out on November 16th, and you can actually already pre-order them for $59.99 on Amazon. Though, as a rule of thumb, I don't recommend pre-ordering games. Just wait to see it. Just wait a little bit. Just to see the reviews first. Let's not reward people before they actually give us the product. Like, I will make an exception for indie developers that actually need the money to make a product. That's different. But for a company like Pokemon, you know, the Pokemon company, they have enough money. It's fine. I'm not pre-ordering, and I seriously recommend you don't. So here's what I think. It's a little bit different, right? It's not exactly like Pokemon. I was a little disappointed, to be completely honest, that you're not gonna have the random battles. That's what I kind of liked about Pokemon. That's the gameplay that I missed when I tried Pokemon Go for the first time. I'm like, no, this is not Pokemon. I'm out. But this return to Kanto is really exciting regardless. I still think there's a lot there to get excited about. Being able to play with a buddy, the Pokeball accessory is kind of fun, even though as a 33-year-old man, I probably should not be walking around with that thing in public. And like I said earlier, there's gonna be something out for everyone. You got the super casual Pokemon Go, you got the not quite Pokemon and still pretty casual but different Pokemon Quest, then you have Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, which are a blend of Go and traditional Pokemon, and then next year an actual full-fledged Pokemon title for the Switch. Everybody's getting something, and in some cases some people are getting something for free, because if you just like Pokemon Go and Pokemon Quest, that's it. You don't have to buy anything. Well, you have to buy a Switch, but you get what I'm saying. This is really exciting news. As a Pokemon fan, I cannot wait for Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. I'll get Pikachu because Pikachu is just more iconic. My sister loves Eevee, so if she ends up buying a Switch at some point, I know for a fact, maybe this will make her buy a Switch. See? They're brilliant. Anyway, what did you think about this announcement? Are you excited? Are you feeling a little underwhelmed that the Pokemon that was shown is not, you know, full Pokemon? What do you think? Which one are you gonna get, if either of them? Let me know in the comments below. If you're new here, consider subscribing, dropping a like, leave a comment. All these things help. Hit the notification bell because YouTube sucks at letting you know I put out new content. There's videos here every other day, kind of. Follow me on social media. They're all down there. I'm very active on social media. I love hearing back from you guys. And that's all the time I have for today. I'm Izzy, and I'm done.